The iWork suite is interesting. Pages might just be one of the best word processors out there. Keynote absolutely dominates the presentation space. And Preview, well, it's the most convenient PDF editor you'll ever use. As for numbers, I'm sure someone out there uses it, right? Now, one thing that really levels up your productivity is shortcuts. They save time, clicks, and sanity. But with nearly 500 shortcuts across the iWork suite, remembering them all is, well, impossible. That's where my secret weapon comes in, the Logitech MX Creative Console. I've been using it for about 6 months now, and it has completely transformed my workflow. So in this video, I'll show you how I mapped this entire iWork suite onto the MX Creative Console, featuring Pages, Keynote, Preview, and Numbers, turning it into iWork on steroids. Quick note, since Logitech's marketplace doesn't currently offer plugins for iWork, I decided to make my own plugin pack. This video will show you exactly how I created it and how to use it. If you want to skip the setup and save yourself some hours, you can grab it on my Patreon link below. Alright, let's dive in. Step 1. Gather and map the shortcuts. The first step is gathering all the shortcuts for each iWork app. Apple features them on its support site, but I prefer double checking using the menu bar. It's more accurate and up to date. You can choose to map just your most used shortcuts, but I wanted every single one, so this part took a while. To stay organized, I created a Google Sheet with all the shortcuts listed. It's linked below if you want to use it. This isn't required, but it really helps plan your layout more efficiently. Now, open your Logi Options Plus app and select your keypad. Since we're starting with Pages, click the Add Profile button on the top bar, that little plus icon, then choose Application Profile and select Pages. Start with a blank profile to get a clean slate. Now comes the tedious part, mapping each shortcut. I had the shortcuts open on one screen and the Logi Options Plus app on another. To map the shortcuts, select the key you want to map and head over to the System Actions panel on the right-hand side. You can see that there are many actions to choose from, but we'll be using the keyboard shortcut feature since we want to map our own shortcuts. Head down and select that and a pop-up will appear. Type in your shortcut in the bar below or add it manually as such. Be sure to label your keys since this will be useful when adding icons later. Once all the keys are mapped, we can move on to my favorite part, creating the icons. This is where things get fun. We're heading to Canva to design custom icons for the keypad. Start a new project using an iOS app icon template. I recommend setting up grid lines like the ones I'm showing. They'll keep everything perfectly aligned and consistent. Let's begin with the Pages icon. My goal was to recreate the signature orange gradient that's found in the Pages icon to make it feel cohesive. To get high quality icons, I actually used ChatGPT. Just prompt it to generate the Apple Pages icon and you'll get a beautiful high resolution version ready to drop into Canva. Since I'm making profiles for all 4 iWork apps, I created tiles for each one. Once the icons are imported, use the grid lines to center everything perfectly. I made one template tile and then simply duplicated it for every icon. For this video, I'm just focusing on the first Pages profile. Make sure everything is neatly aligned. This makes a huge difference visually. Most of my icons come from Canva's own library, but I used a few from older projects too. Once you're happy with the set, it's time to export. Go to Share and then Download. Select PNG and make sure each file is under 150 kilobytes, since that's the limit for icons on the MX Creative Console. Enable transparent background, save your settings, and export. Repeat this process for each page. I found that once your download settings are ready, it's surprisingly quick. Step 3. Adding the icons to the keypad. Now, let's head back to the Logi Options Plus app. Select the first key on the keypad, then click the image box in the top left-hand corner of the pop-up. This opens the icon customization window, where you can adjust backgrounds, text, and sizing. Since we're using our own custom icons, click the upload icon on the top bar, choose your image, and adjust it to fit perfectly. Then repeat this process for the rest of your keys. Yes, all 400 icons. This part might test your patience, but once it's done, your keypad will look absolutely incredible. Step 4. Test the new profile. Now that everything's mapped and customized, we still need to make sure everything works. Testing is crucial. The last thing you want is shortcuts failing mid-project. Go through each key one by one and confirm that it triggers the correct command. One thing I noticed on macOS, some keys don't map properly, like the addition key. That's because those keys usually require the shift modifier to activate. And when you're assigning shortcuts, the shift modifier will be added to the shortcut. You can manually map these combinations, but I also found that a few symbols like the greater than and less than keys are missing entirely. So if anyone from Logitech's Option Plus team is watching, here's a small note for you. And that's it. This project was super time consuming. It took me about 3 days to get everything mapped and polished. But I know it's going to pay off massively in every future work session. If you'd like to check out how I made these CapCut or Canva profiles for the Logitech MX Creative Console, you can watch those videos right here. And don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials on how to get the most out of your MX Creative Console. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep creating.